That's how I know Liverpool fans. It's literally, like I said, like perpetual victims. They've got that siege mentality all the time. It's like everyone hates us.
Nah, but
Like, do you know what I mean?
bro, do you know what proven to me though? All neutrals are just as much victims, bro. The fact that everybody was like, "Oh, make it about me because I'm a bitch parade," that was hilarious. That was hilarious to me. It shows how rattled people was, and then it shows how illogical their arguments was. Because again, they was arguing with people who don't exist, or they were arguing with people on Twitter, one or the other. The club statements, everyone was like, "Oh, Liverpool want the referees sacked. Liverpool want this. Liverpool want that." Never wanted any of those things. Just clarification and an investigation.
Yeah, but bro, your managers asked for a replay, and I see what's his name as well. What's his name that used to play? Yeah, and what's that? The manager that used to play? No, the defender that used to play for you. And what's his name? Is it something Enrique? Was it Enrique or something?
I didn't see. Are you sure Klopp said that? Are you guaranteed that Klopp said that?
Bro, the Liverpool fan just said that Klopp said in the press conference. Yeah, he insinuated a replay. And what's his name? Is his name something Enrique or something? Luis Enrique, yeah, the defender, or Jose Enrique. He was like, I see him comment underneath the CBS thing saying, "Oh, we would have won the game. The game needs to be played again." I was like, bruv, what?
Jose Enrique, go on, Jose. Come on,
I was like, what are you talking about? The game needs to be played again. The whole game because of a goal that got disallowed in the 30th minute.
No, I disagree with that, and the club haven't asked for that. And by the way, I haven't saw Klopp ask for that, so I can't comment on it. However, Jose Enrique, that sounds like something he'd say. He's a top red. He's like a top red fan, and he's been like getting involved in like the Liverpool content creation scene. If you look at his page,
I've been seeing this spread commenting on everything on Insta. I don't even follow him, but his name pops up at the top of everything. He's just outside, bro.
You gotta make your money. Gotta make your shmoney. You know what I mean? You gotta make shmoney. Maximize the platform, man. Go ahead, Jose. Go ahead, Jose. Get those interactions, son. You know what I mean? If faceless people can do it on Twitter, why can't Jose? Know what I mean?
But I hear it, but for me, it's like if Liverpool, if they done a thing where they were like, you know what, this is ridiculous. We don't like VAR. We know it happens to everyone. Let's try and mobilize all the clubs, and let's try and get something done about it. I hear it, but the whining like it's only you is what's killing me. It's just like, no, VAR does everyone. Like the other day, Johnny Evans scored a goal, completely fine goal, got disallowed. We didn't know why. Do you know what I mean? And then they it's some alleged offside. But then the next day, I see a goal exactly like that where a player's offside tried to play the ball and the goal's given.
Yeah.
Like, and I was just like, what? And it's just like, bro, you man are changing the rules all the time. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, the way I think of it is that like every Premier League team is a bitch, and they didn't want to get slapped, or they didn't want to slap them back after they got slapped. We decided differently. We thought, you know what? Actually, we're gonna slap them back. We're gonna try and at least expose them because, bro, you know, like when someone does something bad or tries to discredit your name, and it weren't just like, see, I never heard Klopp say a replay, and I didn't even hear an insinuation of it, and therefore the stance of the club was to get clarification.
This is the quote here.
This is the quote. Okay, it was a mistake. I think the outcome should be a replay. That probably won't happen. I'd have to see that. I'd have to see. Chat, is that factual?
But the situation is so unprecedented.
Yeah, no, I'll look into that right now. If so, I don't think that would have been. I know that the club itself, Klopp is obviously the manager of the club, but I know the club, in terms of the statement, didn't make that claim of wanting a replay, but just wanting clarification on it all.
It's crazy.
Oh, no, it was a recent quote. It was a recent quote.
Fabrizio just tweeted it. You see what I mean? And it's just like, bro, allow the replay, bro.
It's in the press conference today that he's done it. Oh, okay.
It would have just made more sense, if they said, you know what?
I don't know why he's saying that. No,
VAR is a travesty, innit? Like, and as clubs, we need to do something about it. Bro, listen, I can back that because I want VAR out, bro. Like, I don't know, in every other country, guys, I'm sure they have foreign referees, don't they? I don't know why I feel like we're the only country that only have English referees, bro. We only have referees from our countries. I'm sure there must be foreign referees in other leagues because, bro, these English refs are terrible, blood.
Nah, you can't do that because now you're bringing in other bodies into the league that you can have less control over. It's much easier to have control over Tim and John than friggin' Juan and Fernando, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro, but like, it's crazy, man. It don't even make no sense, bruv.
Can't control the narrative much with those referees and stuff like that.
Yeah, because some of the stuff we see, because even when we watch, when we watch Champions League and also when we watch the World Cups and all of that, the refereeing is always better. in these tournaments than it is at home, and it's because they got foreign refs, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
Like, this is just what it is, bro. Like, it's some joke thing, bro. I can't even lie because these referees are horrible, man. Like, they're so bad.
We've got to speak on this Jurgen Klopp. I'm so disappointed he said that. I didn't, because that's the thing. That's the leg I've been standing on all week, is that no one at the club made that claim. I don't know why he's made that claim. It's a very
he's probably seen the pressure from the fans, innit? And he's just been rattled, innit? It happens, bro. Because the thing is, he feels injustice.
I think it's a very slippery slope the second you start to decide the outcome of games in a latter part or try and redo games. I think that is ridiculous. I think that causes so many problems. There's so many more games that will be played. If that happens once, that's going to happen loads. So you think that's
there you go.
The complaints,
because then people are going to start protesting and saying, "Oh, you gave it to Liverpool, so now you got to give it to us." One bad decision, and people are getting games replayed now because it's one of them ones where we had a goal disallowed, the Johnny Evans goal. Imagine, we have that goal disallowed and we end up losing the game. Then what? Man United can say, "Well, you disallowed our goal. You shouldn't have disallowed our goal. So now we want to replay, bro." Like, bro, they'll be replaying games every week.
Nah, realistically, that's disappointed me. I'm not even going to lie, bro. I'm reading it now and I can't believe what I'm reading. I can't believe he's even suggested it. I mean, I suppose context might help, but I don't think it will. I just don't think that's ever a good idea. And I'm a Liverpool fan. I just don't see a benefit of it because then, I don't know. I just think the easier solution can just be shine light on the referees and just let them get better, or just over time. And I know it's unlikely, but...
Bro, you'd be better off asking, for referees to explain their decisions after games or press conferences. I'm in favor of referee interviews after the game.
Yeah,
for big decisions and all of that. Cool. Put the accountability back on the referees. But then when you start asking for games to be replayed because something didn't go your way, it's like, all right, cool. Like, every team in the league can probably apply for a game to be replayed based on the fact that a decision didn't go their way. Because, bro, like, it's a very, very common thing that happens in football.
Yeah, I think it's the context of the game as well. And again, like, we decided to take and because the light's been shined on this is unfortunate. Like, still.
But you say the context of the game. It's so early in the season. This game could end up having absolutely no bearing on how the season goes.
It could also have a massive impact on how the season ends as well.
It could.
We've lost the league by a point twice before.
No, I hear that. Do you know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, you had 10 men. There's no guarantee that you scoring that goal means that you would have still not lost the game, like, because the game could have, because different teams attack. It's true, but teams react to conceding goals very differently. Like, Tottenham conceded the first goal twice against Arsenal, and still managed to get a draw. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where, because you had 9 men, even though you conceded the goal right at the end, like, who knows how the game would have gone? It's all buts and.
I agree.
That's all it is. It's slippery, bruv. Like, it's a very slippery slope to go down to be asking for a replay, man. And it shouldn't be happening, man. Like, personally.
I'm disappointed in that. I'm not going to lie. I'm disappointed.
But it's the pressure outside because people are talking about it a lot. So he's probably said, you know what, we might have something here. Because look how long ago it happened and people are still talking about it's Wednesday, bro.
Yeah, that was bad though, bro. You can't, like, the one thing I'll say is it's a slippery slope making that recommendation. I still think it's, at least the club have a right to make a fuss about it. Sky and stuff like that, they do what they want. But the club definitely have a right to still make a big deal about it. It was a terrible decision,
and this is a great comment. So what do we replay the game? 11 versus 9 for an hour, from 30 minutes.
Yeah. Listen, that's why I don't think you should replay games. But that's why I don't think you should replay games. It's not a good idea at all. I don't get that. However, I do understand why we've took it forward as a club, but I don't agree with that one. That'll be a video on my channel in a bit. I'm disappointed now.
That's crazy.
I get proper pissed, you know what I mean? And then you're thinking, come on, Dad. Do you want to chill for this?
Bro, he's embarrassing himself at this point because you're right. Like, there's 2 red cards in the game. So what did they say? All right, say, cool, we're going to play a 60-minute game, yeah? Liverpool are 1-0 up, yeah? Now Spurs have an hour to break down, like, 9 men. They're going to thrash you if you start fresh. Do you know what I mean? And they know that they're playing against 9 men. They can prepare to play against 9 men, bro. They'll probably end up smashing you to bits. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like, if you can't...
weekend, could be...
Nah, but they didn't go into the game preparing to play against 9 men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
as a manager, if someone tells me, yo, I'm playing against a 9-man Liverpool, and I've got an hour to overturn one goal, come on, mate. I'm setting up to play against 9 men and you're getting cooked.
Joe Matip will cook them, bro. Joe Matip will cook them.
Hey, bro, he might be still rattled from that own goal, bro. Do you know? He looked deflated,
honestly,
mate.
was so sick that game, though. Like, that was one of the best centre-back performances I've seen this season. He was quality. It was a shame that he actually got that conceded at the end, you know what I mean? Because he had, if you're going to be intellectually honest, he had a great game, so did Virgil. Based on performance, we can all agree that statement from Klopp was ridiculous. But based on the performance, I'm so proud of it, lad. Like, it gives me so much confidence that I can go into my next game and win that game. It gives me
confidence. But that thing is, that will get lost, though. And me personally, if that's my team, yeah, I wouldn't want that to get lost. I wouldn't want the performance, yeah.
Both things can be true, though, bro. Both
yeah, but the thing is, no one's talking about the important thing, and the important thing is how you performed, yeah. Given what happened, there's not. I don't think there's any team in the league, yeah, stylistically with 9 men, yeah, that performs the way that you lot performed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I look at that. The fact that that's not being spoken about,
positives,
the fact that that's not being spoken about, and everyone's talking about Liverpool like they're victims. It's like, yo, like focus on the important stuff, because that confidence is the confidence that you take into the next game and the next game and the next game. And I would be worried that everyone's talking about the injustice instead of talking about the effort, the mentality, the intensity you still played with, all those other things. There's so many positives to take. You could easily say, you know what, this was just a bad day at the office, because you had 9 men, man. At the end of the day, like, more often than not, you're gonna lose them games anyway. Like, with 9, like, there's no shame in losing with 9 men. You're not supposed to win with 9 men. So it's just like, cool, guys. You know what I mean? It wasn't our day. You could say it wasn't your day just because you got 2 reds. How often are you gonna get 2 reds in a game? Like, it very rarely happens. I don't remember the last time it's happened at my team. Like, it's not a regular occurrence. Like, you can look at this game and say, you know what, it was just a bad day at the office, throw it in the bin. Like, we played really well. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. So it's just like, hopefully that don't get lost amongst your players, because they can't go out in the next game feeling sorry for themselves and go and lose. They need to go and put in a performance and put that whole thing behind them, bruv, because there could be a hangover from all this nonsense.
Rants, I might need to shoot in. Wait, there's my Wi-Fi back. Is my Wi-Fi better now?
No, you're here, bro. Me? Yeah.
Am I good? Like, sometimes on my side, I don't even think it's to do with the Wi-Fi, but my screen just goes weird and like you'll start loading.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. No, but it's sweet now. But in terms of to conclude that, you know, that game.
What's your next game?
Brighton in the Prem. We've got a Europa League game tomorrow, like, but in the Premier League.
That's what I mean. You need to go and beat Brighton now, and that's at your gaff, innit?
It's a must win. It's a must win. If you want to sustain any possibility of a title charge or just stay in that conversation as long as possible, got to win that game. Got the derby after the international break as well. So we've got Brighton, then Everton. So that's not an easy 2 games for Liverpool, because Everton will be up for it. And they played quite well at times under Dietz this season, Everton. You know, they haven't got the results, they haven't got the goal scorers, but, you know, they found a bit of a tune in terms of like an actual performance basis. Better than last season, at least, based on performance. So that won't, and that's never an easy game. Everton are shithouses when they play us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they are. Of course, man. That's their cup final, innit? Like, them man look forward to that every season, innit? That's the first game they look for. So, like, it's very normal, man. And it's away at Brighton as well. And you know what? Brighton are up and down, so you just never know. Even though, like, these guys literally win 2, lose 2, like, you don't know what Brighton's going to turn up as well. You can't go there, like, expecting to roll them over.
I think we're going to cook them.
I think you'll beat them, but if you go there expecting to turn them over, it depends on the attitude of the players. Because I don't know, I just feel like it could have the opposite effect, man. Like, all the aftermath of all this stuff.
You know, you're right, it can go the opposite way. But if I'm going to make a prediction on how it's going to affect our mentality, I think it'll make us hungry, bro. Hungry. I just feel like we've got that says about us this season, because think about it. We went from Henderson to Szoboszlai. We went from someone who's achieved everything in his career and more to someone who's not even achieved a footnote for what his ability is.
It's definitely a hungrier squad in terms of players that are on their way to achieving.
2 finished midfielders to 2, like, 1 World Cup winner, one of the best prospects in Europe in a midfield position. Like, that's the difference of how a team can change just with a couple of signings. And, you know, you see the way the defence is performing, the system's much better. Núñez has came into his own a bit more this season based on output, based on chance creation. So that's what you want to see. And Salah, like, he's really complimenting our team massively right now. Like, the way he's creating for our team at the moment, got to give it to him. And he might not be the best passer in the world, but he's being efficient right now, which is all I want to see. I just want to see efficiency, good decision making, and just see where it takes you. But I do think that Liverpool can I do think we'll win our next couple of games. I think we'll find our form again, and I don't think there was anything from that Tottenham game for the players. But I think the players also know, like there's been a game in your career when you were playing Sunday League, but when you were in academies and stuff like that. Like there'll be games in your career where you thought we should have got that. You know what I mean? Like
there's loads.
You didn't lose confidence after the game because you knew you should have got it. You knew your performance was banging.
No,
But the result
and also when you play crap and you win a game, you know that you got away with one. It's the same.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think our players are going to think we pammed them with 9 men, not pammed, but we held our own with 9 men. Imagine what we can do with 2 extra bodies on the pitch and a bit more of a composed performance against a less quality team, bro. We're going to beat that Jose Mourinho wannabe merchant. You know what I'm saying? Friggin' De Zerbi. Come on. Right, by the way, might be one of the more overrated managers in recent time. Just by the way.
Yeah, bro, he's pure aesthetics, De Zerbi, innit? That's what he is. It's pure aesthetics, man. But aesthetics
He's a quote merchant, bro. He's a quote merchant. He likes to have the one-liners. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get it. I don't understand.
You know what it is, yeah? Like I like the way he plays football, but
there's a comment about Caicedo. It's weird.
I like the way he plays, but
yeah,
there's not really much substance to it. But saying that, like I'd be very, very keen to see, the brand of football he could play with some actually like really good players. Like I would love to see him at a club with some top level players